Hi Nishita, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello.
Congratulations on scoring 99.44 percentile in CAT 2020.
Thank you so much.
So, can you tell us about your preparation journey when you started preparing and all that?
Okay, so I started thinking about appearing for CAT 20 in August of 2019,
Okay,
which was more than a year before that. But I got serious only after July 2020 when I realized that I need to amp up my preparation. So that is when I started looking for coaching institutes.
okay,
And I was already enrolled, but I found out about Krakow through YouTube, and then I joined their Telegram group.
okay.
That is when I got very serious about my preparation.
Right, so you're a fresher. So, how did you manage CAT prep and college? How did you balance it?
All right, so this entire semester was online. Balancing things was a little tough because there are communication gaps when you
Right,
start studying online all of a sudden. But I think it is easier to manage if you can schedule everything beforehand. So I had a schedule and I used to follow it every day. And I think that is what helped me balance my studies with my preparation.
great. So, how did you stay motivated during this journey and what did you do to keep yourself going?
Yes, sometimes you feel really disheartened, especially after bad mock scores. So I used to talk to my friends who were appearing for CAT. I used to talk to my parents. They always gave me a pep talk. And I also used to sometimes talk to people in the Telegram group. That is when I realized that ups and downs are a part of this journey and I have to take to heart and continue doing what I do.
Right. So, can you tell us how many mocks you gave and how many hours of analysis on each mock?
I'll be very honest, I never
Okay.
tracked my mocks. I tried tracking them,
Okay.
but I think I gave something around 35 to 40 mocks of many coaching institutes. I wasn't very good at analyzing
Okay.
because I think one of the most big deterrents for that was that I did not usually clear the cutoff in DILR section. So it was a little painful, but again, you have to take to heart. And I used to solve the entire paper again. I don't know how much time it took. Sometimes it was very brief, but other times, yes, I've taken also close to 9 hours to analyze one particular mock.
Okay. So, since DILR was your challenging section, how did you tackle that? What was your strategy in that section?
Um, I knew since day one that I would be a little bad at DILR.
Okay.
I don't know why that was the case, but once you get the hang of the kind of questions that are asked, you have to keep building on your logic. I used to solve the daily target of Krakow every day, all three sections,
Okay.
but I think it helped me the most in DILR because I did not know how to go about solving the questions. The problem is that people can usually solve these sets. If you like lock somebody in a room with a set and say, okay, do this, maybe that person will take 2 hours, but the key is to do it quickly and be accurate. So practicing every day helped me with that.
Okay. So, can you tell us about the strategy you followed in all the three sections?
I think VARC was my strength. So my strategy was to for I used to start with 5 minutes of VA and then
Okay.
RC and then 5 minutes of VA towards the end. And I was a little weak at parajumbles, but I think it is okay to be weak at parajumbles. You have to again start to leave questions. You cannot solve every question in every section. That happens, but it's a very rare occurrence. Apart from that, DILR, I always used to map every set. So once the mock began, whenever one section began, I used to map the entire section on paper, and
Okay.
then I used to mark whatever questions I can do easily and quickly. And I used to also mark questions that I cannot do at all. So I made sure I didn't waste any time during the mocks and during the final exam as well.
Great. So, can you tell us what are some of the biggest mistakes you've done during the CAT preparation and how did you learn from that?
I think my biggest mistake during CAT preparation was believing that it is very difficult to score good marks. I was initially very underconfident with regards to my preparation. So also with quant is what happens is that there are like n number of sources online, and I used to refer to them.
Right.
Since I'm a non-engineer, I did struggle a little. I did have maths in plus two, but after you lose your touch, it becomes a little difficult to go back again to
Right.
start doing those sums. So I think it also backfired in the final exam because I scored the least marks in quant only. So I think my biggest mistake was being very afraid of one particular section.
Okay. So, can you run us during your CAT day? How was it? So, did it go as per your strategy? What surprises did CAT throw?
I was in slot 3
Okay.
and I was very anxious because I'm a morning person and suddenly I had to wait the entire day in order to take the test. The process was smooth at the center.
Okay.
There wasn't any issue, but yes, I was particularly very anxious. So in the first 10 minutes of every section, I was blank, especially after DLR was over. I felt like it was a disaster, even though it did not turn out to be that big of a,
Okay.
but it definitely did ruin my quant. So I think I could not detach myself from one section on that day.
Right.
It did not. It tanked my overall marks also.
Okay. So, finally, can you tell us what was the one most important thing that actually helped you improve your scores?
The most important thing was practicing daily and
Okay.
reading daily.
Right.
I am not a very big believer in solving VARC questions. Like VA, you can still practice every day. RC is not something that you can start getting better at in one day. Any of the no section is like that, but you have to make sure that you do contribute at least like 30 minutes per section per day. If you keep going, it'll make a huge difference on the D day.
Brilliant. So, finally, do you have any tips to give the CAT aspirants?
Always analyze your mocks and do
Okay.
not get attached to mock scores, because in my last mock I had an overall percentile of 86
Okay.
and I did not clear the quant and DILR cutoff also. So do not get affected by a mock scores. Do not get affected by mocks. People will try to predict the paper. Don't fall into that trap. Believe in yourself and don't give up.
Perfect. So, thank you so much, Mishita. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you for your time.
Welcome.
Thank you.